our session. Okay guys, hello again everyone. So
Yes.
we were talking, of course all of you have copies of the book with you and you can access them on LMS. So we talked about CAD and what is CAD in general, which is computer aided design, and we all downloaded Fusion 360. First of all, let's check how to draw circles in CAD. Okay, if we open Fusion 360, before we draw anything, I advise you to go to the
Sir,
data
can you hear
panel.
me?
Yeah,
Okay. Go
okay.
ahead.
So again, everyone, I'm recording this session for you. So at the beginning, you can open your data panel from here at the end. I will also give you time because if you are working, you cannot listen to me and work maybe at the same time. You can check my screen and then go and do whatever I say on your laptop. So you can maybe, this one of course will be empty for you. If you are here given my first project, you can go to this home, okay, and it will show you some projects. It will probably mention to you that you have my first project here, which I think it will be empty because you haven't done anything in it. So if you are in my first project, go right here and click home. Okay, and you can see the different projects that are available. I believe you will get these also basic training, CAM samples and design samples available already built in Fusion. But all of these that you can see on my screen are built by me, and you can do so by yourself. So I assume now you all see new project here. So I advise you, for you to be organized, to create a new project for this semester, let's say, for this term. So you can create a new project, for example, name it maybe by your name. For example, I will name it, for example, Walid and 11A, and we are now in term 1. You can also mention the year if you want, it's up to you, like 2020, 2021. I like to mention everything so that I don't get confused later on. So I mention, for example, my name, the grade that we are in, and we are in term 1, and I'm mentioning the year. Okay, and just click enter. It is now saved, and I then can open it. So this project, I can put in it different files. I can save different files to this project. I can open it by double clicking the mouse, and it will show up like this. Now, if you want to invite someone, for example, to check whatever files you have here, you can do it by, again, the data panel. Again, we said that this is called the data panel. Okay, so for example, I can check here people. We have our data to the top, and we have people. People here, I can write the email of maybe I want to invite some student from you guys. I will mention the email, whatever, any guy who I know. So I advise you all to invite me to your project when you do it. This is my email. I will write it on the chat section. You can invite me, and then I can check your projects that you are working on. This is my email again, walid.alak@moe.gov.ae. So if you invite me, okay, I can check your data that you are working on. Now, until now, I don't have anything saved in this project. If I want to save any file in the project, I have to open it, of course, first. So I can check from here that I am in this project, which I named, okay, and from here I can save. Check this tool here, I mean this bar, in which I can show and hide the data panel. I can also have some options, like if I want to open a new design or any for example existing design. But first, I advise you to save our first file. It will show you, see this shape over here. It will show you if you want to save it in your project, and you can name it. Again, for example, you can name it maybe after your name, and then mention 2D shapes. We are creating 2D shapes. Maybe I'll name it maybe number 1. And click save. You will see that the name of the design over here at the top is changed, and you have an existing new file available in your project. Okay, so yeah, I will wait a second for you.
So you're recording now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so I hope you are all done with this step. You have created a new project for you. You can create as many projects as you want, and then if you double click, you can check that there is an existing project because you have saved this project or this file over here. So you can, if you can see here V1. What is this V1? It's mentioned that this is version 1. Why this is version 1? Because I have done nothing with the file until now. If I play with it and save again, it will mention that this is version 2. If I press on this one, I can see the details. It can show me that it was created 1 minute ago. It was created by me. I can see who can check this project. I can see if anyone copied my project and it was used in any other projects, what drawings I have included in it. See, these are all the details. Okay, for now, I want to show you now this screen. Now we know what is this, and here at the other end of the screen, you can see that here you can check your account. You can check your Autodesk account. It will open for you in a website. You can check your account with the Autodesk company. What is your email that you are using? If you want to change the password, if you are using any other accounts, you are linking it to the to Fusion. If you want to change the language to, I don't know, Spanish, I think Chinese also is available, or if you want to change your personal information. Okay, and also here you can just change some settings. If you want to change your license, if you want to buy another license, here you can check. Of course, you have to be connected online to be able to work properly on Fusion. And here you can check, if you press about, you can check what version you are using. Okay, this is called the bar tool, or sorry, the toolbar. You can from this bar get access to whatever task that you want. I will show you now how to draw a circle, and then we will continue discussing the rest so that you can understand. First of all, you can go to create sketch, the first tool in the bar. It is called create sketch. If you press it, it will show like this. Again, I advise you guys to use a mouse. It will make your life easier. So we agreed that we have 3 planes. These are called plane. Plane, P-L-A-N-E.
Free space.
Exactly. It's like a free space. It's like a think about it like a piece of paper.
Flat. Yes.
Exactly. A flat piece of paper that you can draw on 2D. So, for example, I chose to draw on this axis or this plane. It's the X and Z plane. X, this is X and this is Z. So this is the XZ plane. If I press on this plane, okay, this will appear for me. It's called the sketch palette. I can choose if I want to draw using construction or if I want to draw a normal line. For example, I can go over here and draw maybe a line. Okay, maybe I will draw it any normal line, whatever. I will see it as, and if I want to finish, I can either right click and OK, or just press escape on your keyboard. If you want, I will show you just this, I mean escape on your keyboard. Okay, let me open maybe this one. Yeah. So this is a normal line. I can use it in drawing and I can move it around if I drag it. What if I want to make this line called a construction line? I can just highlight this line, press on it, and change the type of it over here. If this palette is hidden for you, maybe it is like this, you can show it like this. If you press construction, it will be dotted like this. This line usually I can use it if I want to maybe to use, you will see it later, to mirror function, to mirror something. If I want a shape over here and I want to make this shape repeat over here, I can use it as a construction line. I can use this line. But for now, don't worry about the construction line. I can go back either by here, or if I press Ctrl Z, Ctrl and the keyboard and Z, I can go back. Okay, so I can go back maybe to the first step where I don't draw anything. What if I want to draw a circle? You can see here that I have a circle already, but don't forget that you can go to create over here if you want more options of a circle. So, for example, I have to draw a circle. The first one, it's called center diameter circle. What does this mean? Let's try
It's
it.
clear, like not like a diamond or like that. It's a circle, clear circle.
Yeah, in fact, this is a good point. But all of them are circles. But it is
Without edges.
how you draw the circle. This is, for example, I am drawing the circle. If I press on it, I am drawing the circle from the center. So, if I go to the center point, okay, and I just press the mouse one time. So I'm pressing the mouse one time and I'm moving. يعني انتوا مثلا تضغطوا الماوس وبتشيلوا بايدكم.
Okay.
Then move the mouse around. Then you can control the diameter. Check here. Now we are controlling the diameter, guys. القطر يعني. The whole distance from one side to other side. For example, I can write on my keyboard. If I'm not able to create an exact maybe 70, maybe I can just click 70. This is by millimeter. 70 millimeter, it is equal to 7 centimeter. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, check over here in the down. We have a step showing here. It was not available. This line over here, it's called the timeline. Whatever you do, how many steps you do, if you do a sketch, if you do an extrude, anything you do over here, it will be shown as steps, as a timeline. So that if I move around, but I think I have to finish the sketch first. For example, let's finish the sketch. Okay, if I move around, the sketch will disappear because in the timeline, I am behind this step.
It shows what the steps that you do it.
Exactly. What steps have you have done
Yes.
so far, and you can travel between these steps. You can go to the other step, and everything after the timeline, after this one, will disappear because it will assume that you didn't do it yet. But
Okay.
exactly, like you can see here, it will assume that every done behind this cursor over here, it will be assumed as done. But now, let's say I'm not happy with the diameter. I have mentioned that the diameter for me is 70, but I want to change it. I can go to the timeline, check that this is the first sketch one that I have done. I can right click on it and go to the second option, edit sketch.
Yes.
Exactly, it will take me back to the sketch and it will show me this one. I can double click on it, on the diameter that I have specified. I can double click on it and maybe change it to 80. Okay, if I want to do something, I can either specify it, click on it, right click, and I think delete, yeah, over here, or simply just there is the delete button on your keyboard. You can find it, I think here, this one.
Delete, yes. this one.
Exactly, just press delete, or I think it will, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What about the others, the other options in circle? We have 2-point circle. This means I can draw the circle by 2 clicks in the mouse. If I press it, I will choose this point, for example, see? And maybe I will choose drag again, I will choose another point. Now I know that my circle is around 130 or 128 millimeter of diameter. If I click again, and if I want to get out of it, for example, I just press the ESC button on the keyboard. Similarly, this is called 3-point circle. It means that I can draw the circle using 3 points. See? I don't care in this case, I don't care where is my center, but I just want to draw a circle using
3 points.
maybe 3 points or 3 clicks in the mouse, 3 locations. If I want to go back, I just can maybe do Ctrl Z. Okay. Now, let's see what is the next step. Now we learned how to draw a circle, a center circle. We used the 2-point, 3-point circle. What is the other kind? Let us check if I want to delete everything. Let me just draw, for example, some lines over here. Okay. I just drew a line over here and a line over here. And I want to draw a circle that is tangent. Tangent يعني it will touch maybe one of these lines. Or I want this circle to be touching this line. يعني تكون مماسية لهذول الخطين. I can just go to circle, to tangent circle. For example, I can choose this one and this one, and I can control the diameter. Again, I will show it to you again. If I have 2 lines, I can just choose this option, which is the 2 tangent circle, and press on one of the lines and press on the other line, and I can draw a tangent circle. Now, if I want, for example, let's say that I have another line maybe over here. Okay, and I want the circle to be tangent to all these 3 lines. I can just go to the next option, which is 3 tangent circle. I will choose this one, and this one, and that's it.
You chose it by clicking
The
left
lines.
click?
Exactly, the left click. Most of the time we will be using the left click.
Okay.
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 And if I want to finish my sketch, there are 2 options. I either go here to finish sketch, or over here, finish sketch.
Okay.
And it will take me usually to the home view. By the way, if I want to change my view over here, I can, if I want to go to home, I can click over here and or drag this box. It will show me from which angle I am viewing my object. If you want another way, I think like this, using the mouse and the keyboard. What I am doing exactly is that I am pressing Shift and Alt, and I am pressing on the scroll, this one, at the same time,
Okay.
pressing it. So if I press Shift and Alt and I'm pressing the scroll at the same time, I can move the mouse and move like this, if you don't want to use this box over here. What if I want to go maybe to the right without changing my view? I want to fix this view, for example. You can press on the scroll alone. Just press over this scroll alone, and then you can move like this without changing your angle. Okay? And of course, if you
Yes.
want to zoom in and out using the scroll itself. or over here you can just from this bar tool over here. So anytime if you feel lost and you are in somewhere, just click the home view and it will take you back here. Okay, so what if you want to draw arc? We agreed that arc is in Arabic قوس. It's a part of a circle. Okay, if I want to delete everything I have done here and go back again, I can just go over here to my sketch that I have created and delete it. It will remove everything that I have done until now. I can create sketch from again, and let's see how to make arc. We know how to create a
Sure.
sketch. Yeah,
If you delete your thing by mistake, how can you make it back?
just undo everything that you want from over here, or you can
okay,
just
okay,
click
clear.
it is Ctrl Z if you want to go back, and if you want to redo something again you can just from over here.
Thank you, clear.
Great. So if I am now at creating sketch stage, as I told you, if I am now, let's say I am clear again and open Fusion again, and I want to create sketch over here, and I choose this plane, and then I can just go to create. Let's say I want to create arc. It's the same idea. Every shape of this, it will tell you if you want to draw a 3-point arc or a center point arc or a tangent arc. So I will not focus much on this, but let's say I want to create a 3-point arc. It means that, for example, I wanted to start from here until here and with a specific degree. Let's say I want my last point to be over here. Okay? As you can see, there is a small circle. This is the center of the arc. Since arc is a part of a circle, it should have a center and which you can move around. Okay, let's say that I want to change the distance from this center to the arc itself. How can I do so? This is a very useful tool, by the way. It's called the dimension tool. Since you are still in the sketching plane, we didn't finish the sketch, I can go again to create and choose the last one, sketch dimension. This is a very useful actually command to use when you create any sketch or any shape, because it will help you change the dimension of anything that you want in your drawing if you've done something mistakenly. So how to use it? Also, by the way, you can change the angle or specify some angle. Let's say that I have pressed sketch dimension. My mouse should look like this. Okay, and click on the arc, for example, one click only, and then go to the center and click on it, one click. It is not answering. I think something is wrong with it. Okay, so I think, yeah, then this point again, if I go to sketch, I think it's better in this case to click on one of the ends and on the center. It will show me that the radius of my arc is 65. See, I will try to repeat it again. So you go to sketch dimension, choose one side of the arc and the center point, click on it and move your mouse around, maybe over here. It will show you, if you remember, I have told you earlier how to read the sketch dimension. This means that the distance from here to here is 65 millimeter. So how to change it? Click again on the mouse and maybe I want to make it, I don't know, maybe 50. See, now this point is changed. The distance over here is changed. Again, if I want to maybe change the distance from here to here, maybe make it 30. I can control it however I want. Okay, so if I'm pressing Ctrl Z to go back. Let's draw something else. I hope this point is clear. The tangent, I mean the arc thing. I will fastly
Yeah, yeah, clear.
show you if I draw a line, for example, and to draw tangent arc, for example, I can choose, as you can see, that my arc in this time it will be like a completion of the line. هيكون الارك تبعي هيكون تكملة للخط. I can choose like this one, for example. See? Okay. Now, drawing angles, it should be simple. It's actually just drawing. If I go back and delete this, it is as simple as drawing two lines. If I create this line over here and create this line over here, I can also see control in the same time the angle. Let's say before I finish drawing, I want this angle to be maybe I don't know 45 exactly, but I cannot change it. I can change, as you can see, the dimension of the line itself. This is where you use this tab over here on your keyboard. If you press tab, you can change between these two.
Alright.
See? Say that I want my line to be 70 millimeter long, and I want my angle to be let's say 45, and I click enter. See, I'm changing between them using the tab, and I'm typing on my keyboard, and if you click enter, you have, as you can see, your angle. If you want to change this dimension over here, you can just go to create sketch dimension, choose your line. Maybe I want to make it also 70. For this line, no need for you to go to dimension again, because your dimension is already set. All you need to do is just double click here and change your length. Okay, again, if you want to change this angle, just double click on it and maybe make it I don't know, 30. If you want to delete, I think you can delete this one. If you don't want this one to be shown, you can just delete it. Okay, so, and if I don't know the angle over here, guys, from between these two lines, and I want to know it, I can, as always, go to sketch dimension. How to use it over here? Again, you press on one line, just one click, and press. See here, it will show you whatever length that you want. Maybe the length from this point to this point on the x-axis, it will be 60. But just to press over this line and drag this one, it will show you that your angle is 30, and you can change it. Again, maybe I change my mind and I want to make it maybe 48. Just press escape, ESC. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, now these two parts are interesting. They are easy and they are very useful. Let's ignore this one for now and draw maybe some lines like this and another line maybe like this, and just press ESC. So we have two arbitrary lines خطين عشوائيين. How can I make these two lines parallel? You know what is parallel?
متوازيين يعني.
Exactly, يعني عليك.
Yep.
So how do I make these two lines parallel? Look over here at the top when I am still in my sketching area. I'm still. You can how you know that you are in your sketching or you are still drawing, either by this sketch palette, or you can see these tools that usually will not be shown in if you are not in the sketch area here. So go over to these constraints. These constraints can help you control lines. For example, check this one, parallel. It's called parallel. If you press it and you can see your mouse shape changing, press on one line and then press on the other. You can see now that my two lines are parallel. Again, if I just go back and go to it again, I want you to notice that my order now, it does matter. What do I mean? If I press on parallel, okay, and I want this line to be parallel to this line, يعني أنا بدي هذول الخطين يكونوا بنفس هذا الميل. So this is my baseline. So I click on this one first, and then click on the other line. Then they will have the same slope as you can see here. But if I want to make my two lines be with this slope, يكون ميلهم نفس هذا الخط, I will go to parallel, choose this line as my first line, click on it, and just click on the other line. So again I have two parallel lines. However I change its location, it will still be, of course, parallel. Okay. What about if I want to make them vertical? It is called, by the way, there is another word for it. It's called perpendicular.
Yeah.
Perpendicular.
You have 90 degree.
Exactly, 90 degrees. Again, if I have some arbitrary line, خط عشوائي, and again this line over here, and I want to make them, to make this line, maybe I want it to be perpendicular on this line. So from the constraints, if you want to show more constraints, just click over here. It will show you all of the constraints if you cannot see them all. So I just, again, you can see here perpendicular, or you can see it here perpendicular. You just click on it, you choose your first line, you choose your second line, and they will be perpendicular. Okay. Let's see, what do we have also. If I go back, I will show you this one. I think, yeah. Did you see what this one did? It's called coincident. Again, I will repeat it for you. I am choosing coincident over here. I'm clicking on this one, this line, and I'm clicking on this point. What does this do actually, coincidence? If you again click on it, you can see that the coincident will tell you some, by the way, some information about it. It will move this line to touch this point. يعني coincident, if you want, for example, your line over here to be exactly touching this point of the line, you can choose this coincident thing. Let's say that, for example, you have a circle. For example, I have drawn a circle and I have a line over here, and I want my line to be touching the circle, to be tangent, يعني يكون مماس لهذه الcircle. I can go to this constraint, tangent, click on the circle, click on the line, and my line will be tangent, as you can see. These are all some tools that you can play around with. Let's see what else we have. By the way, in the old version of Fusion, if you have the old version, if you have two lines and you want to make constraints, usually you will find them in the sketch palette over here, these constraints. But in the new version now, which I assume everyone has, you will find your constraints over here at the top. Okay, now the last one is how to draw polygons. Polygons, I think you know them. You just have for now to, I think one activity will ask you to name these polygons. It's available so in the book. This is a triangle. So this is a three sides shape. It's called triangle, and because all of these are equivalent, so it's called equilateral triangle. يعني كل السايدز فيهم متساويين الأطوال. هذا متساوي الأطوال. This is a square. If you have مثلا شكل خماسي وهو يكون كل الأضلاع فيه متساوية, it's called pentagon. مخمس يعني. المخمس شو بفرق عن الخماسي؟ المخمس كل أضلاعه متساوية الطول. So these are called regular polygons. يعني as much أو يعني كل ما رسمت مثلا إنه أضلاع أكثر لازم يكونوا متساويين الأطوال. This is called regular polygons. So we have a pentagon, مخمس, hexagon, مسدس, سداسي الأضلاع, heptagon, سباعي, octagon, ثماني, nonagon, تساعي, and this one, decagon, عشاري. Okay, these are called regular polygons, which means that all of my sides are equivalent. Exactly. Great. And these are called irregular polygons. مضلعات, but they are irregular because
unequal.
exactly, it is not necessary that all of these sides are equal in length. Okay. How to draw a polygon? Actually, there is a way how to draw a polygon on paper, but it's very simple on Fusion, by the way. On paper, you need to know that there is something called exterior angle and something called interior angle. هذه الزوايا الداخلية والزوايا الخارجية. الزوايا الخارجية هي الزاوية اللي تتشكل من امتداد الخطوط الأضلاع مع الضلع المقابل. امتداد الخط هذا for example here we have a pentagon. Okay. So we have something called interior angle, which is هذه الزوايا الداخلية, وعادة ما بتكون متساوية الزوايا الداخلية. And we have exterior angles, which also should be equal to each other's. How do we know how much is this exterior angle? Okay, here is the law, the equation. Exterior angle is equal to 360 divided by the number of sides of the polygon.
ايوه هذا بالنسبه للريجولار.
أيوة بالضبط, هذا بالنسبة للريجولار يعني عليك. For example, now why this is 360? Because usually in all of the regular shapes مجموع الزوايا الداخلية لازم يكون 360
صح.
عادة. I think إلا المثلث. I think the triangle is I think 180.
ايوه 60 صح.
أيوة. So for example, if I have triangle, how do I know the exterior angle? It is 360 على عدد الأضلاع. So this one is 120. And how do I know the interior now? You know that this is a straight line.
180 minus 120.
بالضبط يعني عليك. The same apply. Maybe you can continue this later if you want to know. This is pentagon. It is 360 over 5. So my exterior angle اللي هي تكملة الخط والزاوية هذه هي عبارة عن 72. Okay. This will help you how to draw a regular shape, by the way. Okay, this is just telling you. I think the time is over, but I will just show you the polygon one last step. Again, polygons are over here from create polygon. So you can create a polygon from the center or from one edge, as I told you earlier. So let's say I'm creating a polygon from the center. So as you can see again, you can control the radius of it, this distance from here to one side, to the center of one side. Maybe I want to make it 30. And if you press tab, you can control the number of the lines or sides of the polygon. If it is 6, we said it will be hexagon. If it is 5, we can create a pentagon. See? Now we created a pentagon. Okay. Now this, guys, will help you complete the activities that I told you about. You can check the books if you need anything. The book will show you some tips and notes that you will benefit from. Again, how to draw different polygons. I think 2.1.4, if you are able to do it, do it. I think it's easy. It is just showing you. I will just show you this example. One last example. I think it's yeah, this one. For example, if you have a 3D shape, there is something called orthogonal view, اللي هي الرؤية العمودية. For example, if you see this shape from the front, it will look like this. This is its 2D shape. If you see it from the top,
3D.
it will look like this. Yeah. يعني هذه هي الإسقاطات، بالعربي اسمها الإسقاطات العمودية. الإسقاط اللي هو from the front بالعادة بنسميه، أكتب لكم إياها مثلا، اللي هو we have front elevation، الإسقاط العمودي، and we have side من الطرف side elevation، and we have top elevation. هذول بالعادة بيساعدوك على أنك تعرف كيف شو هو الشكل عن طريق الإسقاطات. يعني لنقل أنه أنا قلت لك رسمت لك مثلا شيب بهذا الشكل، قلت لك هذا هو الشكل من الأعلى، وقلت لك أنه هذا هو الشكل من الجنب أو من الأمام، وهذا هو الشكل، رسمت لك بس 2D shape من السايد. You should be able to know what is the 3D shape. أوكي، هذه هي بس الفكرة المشروحة هنا، إنه usually see this side. For example, if you have a rectangle but you are seeing it from this angle, if you view it from a different angle, we say that this angle is called the isometric angle. You can see it as it's a 3D shape. Okay, I told you about it, how to create a 3D shape. For example, if I have imagine we have this shape, I will finish my sketch and I want it to be a 3D. I can just go to create, extrude, and choose my shape, which is this one, for example, and maybe just drag it. Okay, this is clear. I'm sorry I took time more than enough, but this is actually what is called as converting from 2D to 3D. As I told you earlier, this is about the origin and the planes that I told you about. I think now you are able to create this one, a cylinder. Of course, a cylinder is created by drawing a circle and then extrude it. So I will just write this note for you. To make, for example, a circle, okay, you need to draw a circle. I mean to make a cylinder اللي هي الأسطوانة, a circle. So you just draw a circle and then use extrude tool, which I showed you. Okay, again, so what I'm doing, for example, is that let me مثلا, for example, draw on my here. If I'm drawing again a circle like this, I have to finish my sketch first and then go to extrude choose my surface that I want to extrude and drag it and change maybe its attitude يعني يغير ارتفاع. Maybe I want to make it 20 and click enter, and that's it. One last step, guys. When you submit the homework, just go to snipping tool and take a screenshot of your work. Okay, save this image and then you can submit it. Okay,
So there will be some like stuff we should do in Fusion.
exactly. This is why I was telling you about Fusion, because the activities, the first 4 activities, they depend on Fusion. So once you do the activity, you download it. Of course, you should enable editing in the Word file. Once you do the activity, submit an electronic screenshot.
Yeah.
What else? So take a screenshot and share the link. How can you share the link? It's very simple, guys. If you save, again, this is your work, for example. Okay, I advise you, every task you do, save it in one file. So I'm saving it from here. If I'm opening the data panel, just right click on it and just click share public link. Right click and share public link. Share the latest version. It should allow me. I don't know. Sometimes maybe it gets slow. Let me try again. Share public link. I don't know. I will see what is the problem with this later. So for now, just take a screenshot of your work and submit it over here.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah,
You will put this video on LMS, yes?
exactly. I will post this video on LMS.
Where you
Sorry.
can find it?
I will put it on LMS داخل المقرر.
Okay.
Okay, let me stop the recording now.